G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Thank you for joining me today and wanted to say hello to our friends. G'day Janice, thank you so much for moderating the stream today. G'day Cherry, hello Chandri. Oh, welcome. Okay, well, I am, what can I say? I am back to colour pencil project, and I know that I stop and start and do a whole heap of others because I've got a lot of projects on the go on different programs. So back to the colour pencil. It's actually quite grainy at the moment, and what I'm doing here is just gently burnishing, or not burnishing just yet, but just going over layers. And so that's what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, g'day Nan. Howdy everyone. Yes, hello. G'day. Oh, g'day Silke. How you going? Nice to see you here. All good. I've been Silke. I've been looking at your project on Share Your Art with Xrissart with the color pencil paste. Interesting is what I'm going to say. Interesting. So. Very, very good. Looking forward to seeing more of that. And for those, for all of those who are wondering, we've got a group called Share Your Art with Xrissart, where we continue the conversation from the live stream and where we talk about what we've been up to during the week, mostly art, of course. But you know, Share Your Art with Xrissart is a Facebook where we can share really good videos, share art bargains. Oh my gosh, share our work, share our Instagram or Facebook pages or websites. When you've got some lovely art news to tell, that's the place. Yeah, so, you know, pretty much, you know, the rules aren't really, I don't have specific rules. All I've got is that we just respect each other, and pretty much that, yeah. Helen, hello. Nice to see you here. How you going? Hope you're well. Gotta tell you, I've been shopping again. This time I've bought paper. What am I saying this time? I buy paper all the time. No, but I've bought, well, more paper is what I'm going to say. So I wanted to ask, okay, thank you, Janice. Here's the link. Thank you so much for that. You've got a very long weekend and an early morning today. Ooh, okay. So my question is, for all of those, have you been buying art supplies this week? And if you have, please share. Because I'll show you in a little bit. I just got home from work and popping in for a little while. Well, thank you for popping in, and I hope all is well with you. Oh gosh. Yes, so shall I show you what I've bought? I'll show you what I've bought. Well, I bought pastel matte, but you know, I bought pastel matte, and the reason why I've got pastel matte, but I always, when I'm running low, I do buy it now. This is the number 5, and the reason why I like this one is because I would use the dark green and the dark blue on a lot of my projects, but then I would use the white for coloured pencil if I was going to. And of course the light green is something that I mean I do use, and I have used it, but I'm less likely to use it, but then there are other colours from pastel matte that I like. I like the light grey, which is really, and there's a really nice neutral colour which I think is absolutely fabulous for when you're doing portraits and stuff like that. But anyway, But that's pastel matte. And you know what? It cost me a fortune, like a bloody fortune. Everything's so expensive. Like this for me was about $100 Aussie dollars, right? 12 sheets. But you know what? It's worth it, okay? So I'm not going to whinge and complain about it. It's worth it. But the one that I wanted to show you is, hang on a sec. Let me just put this aside. I don't want to damage my piece. Let me just put some glassine on top. There we go. That's better. G'day, Sneaks. G'day, Deb. How you going? Oh, nice to see you. Oh, g'day, Ali. Hello. Hello. I would like some help for layering with Sennelier Artist Watercolors. I did a painting. It did work with some layers. What is the maximum layers you can do with them? Sennelier. Oh, they are made for layering. I suppose it depends on the surface that you're using and how much of the tooth that you filled. Now, I know that we've got quite a few watercolor artists here, and they would probably answer your question very well. Of course, we need to be enabled. That's right, Chandri. Jelena, hello, you going? Better go for it. What's this? Cherry, I've got pastel matte in my Amazon basket. Haven't pressed the button yet, though. Cherry, do it. Nike. I love the... Yeah, well, you know what? This is it. Well, this one has got different colours. So, anyway... I saw this and I thought, you know what, I don't think I have this, so I'm going to, and just to show you that I haven't seen it yet and I don't know what it is and I don't know what it feels like, I didn't open it on purpose, so I thought I'd open it on screen or on the live stream. So, and this one is a mixed media. It tells me that it's mixed media and multi-technique. So what is this? You know, as you know, like, you know that I've got a paper fetish, like, seriously. And all I use mostly is pastel matte. What am I saying? Pastel matte. But I mean, I do use other papers. Look, I'm using Stonehenge here for my colour pencil piece. Just let me put that aside. Okay. All right. So, let's break the seal, eh? I actually want to use, here we go. Here we go. Let's put this aside. Now it says 250 GSM, 115 pound. And look, I can see that there's pencil, ink, watercolor, looks like pastel, looks like just about everything. Acid-free, pH neutral, long life. Okay. Okay. Oh, you bought some of this paper too? Only used it once so far. Okay. Oh. Oh. This feels nice. Oh, and look, and it's got decal edge just here at the edge. So, this one has got, let me see, it's got tan. Nice. I'm starting to feel enabled. You know what? I have been enabling you since earlier this week, Nanette, so you've got lots of things to think about buying, I suppose. Yeah, so there's the white. We've got the black. Pardon, it's Athena. She has, we've got a neighbour and he's just walking in his backyard. She decides that she wants to bark, seriously, and I'm not going to yell at her at this time. Okay, with charcoal, it is stunning. Is that right, Helen? Missing a new video from... Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so there's the black. But isn't it funny? Oh, okay, there are different textures. It's different kinds of paper. Oh, I love the tan as well. Or the neutral. Okay. Actually, you've been enabling me for years. Yeah, well, what can I say? Oh. Excuse me just for a moment. No. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, she is quite the... Yes. She's been quiet this whole time, right? This whole morning, and then all of a sudden... Oh, anyway. Yeah, so this paper's really nice. I think I'm going to have lots of fun with this. So the texture would be really nice with, I would say, coloured pencil and charcoal, like you suggest. Okay. Is my puppy being needy, or is she being a watch puppy? She's being a watch puppy. Yeah, a watch puppy. Ali says, Chrissy, have you seen super dizzy video on Louis Vuitton watercolor? Louis Vuitton watercolor? Do Louis Vuitton make watercolor? And they are literally Sennelier's student grade watercolor, except the price is what? 2,000 US for the Louis Vuitton. Oh, you're having me on. You're pulling my leg. I reckon you're pulling my leg. 2,000? That is 000. There are 3 zeros. Yeah, no. So this is this really lovely paper. And on the other, like for example, on this white paper, on this side it's smooth, but then there is almost like a honeycomb on the other side. Yeah, so there you go. And that's smooth the same. This is very smooth. I reckon this one would be good for coloured pencil for sure. Yes, so there you go. Naughty me. I will put this here as well on it. I'll put this back on it here. Yes, I have been enabling you all for years. You're right. Actually, I forget about all the other things that you know, I enable you on. So, but yes. Anyway, I think it's, and you know, like you know, I'm getting all of this while I can at the moment. While I can, so, and I better just do this. Okay, so Sarah, hello, nice to see you here. Well, you made it again. Yes, you did. Lovely. Tell the neighbour to stay indoors while you stream. I know. I mean, what? They picked this time. They picked this time to, yeah, well. Okay, I'm going to, yes, so I know that it would look grainy at the moment. Okay, does your puppy have a crate? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Marcy, hello, my dear. How you going? Yes, let me see. Nanette, yeah, that's right. Some people have more money than sense, exactly. I mean, it's a lot of money for that. Louis Vuitton. I mean, surely with all of those lovely watercolor brands out there that are decent, and yeah, I don't know if I would pay $2,000. I've paid $500, and that was on sale because I wouldn't spend $1,000 on the Sennelier, but it was on sale at Jackson's. And I was waiting for that one. I know, you'll know that one. Yes, Deb, Athena does have a crate, and she's just outside, so I leave her outside during the day, and at night she comes in, and yes, definitely I crate her. And she's quite happy when I'm arting. She's quite happy just to sit even in my art studio, and she's very quiet actually. When I sometimes when I'm on Patreon on Monday nights and Tuesday nights, she's sitting there quite quietly. You wouldn't know that she's you know, she's there, but you know, bloody neighbour. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought it might be because what's this, Janice? Okay. Oh yes, her husband is oh, hang on. Oh, okay, sorry. Matilda, welcome. Nice to see you here. Is Clairefontaine paper? Is Clairefontaine paint on paper? I don't. Clairefontaine makes paper. All kinds of paper. They make pastel paper, they make watercolor paper, they make all kinds. So it's, oh, is it paint or paper? Oh, I see what you mean. Paint or, no, it is paper. Clairefontaine is paper. See, this is the pastel mat, and there you go, Clairefontaine. That's paper. Okay, so, oh my gosh, don't start me on pastel mat because it comes in boards and everything. So, yep, it comes in small, and as we know, there it is there, the symbol. That's the paper. Okay, the paper. Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, if you get new art stuff, do you leave it laying out on a table to just look at it for some weeks? Yes, Chandri. Yes, I do. Greetings, Paulo. Hello, hello. Nice to see you here. Yes, isn't it funny? Well, you know what? I had a giggle because that's what happens. I do that. Yes. Yeah. And also just letting you know as well, just the coloured pencil of choice these days has been the Derwent. The Derwent, and of course I do love the Polychromos. They're the ones I'm using, and the Luminance in this. I mean, if I see something that I like, or a colour that I like, I will definitely select it. But I've been the Derwents lay beautifully on Stonehenge. They lay beautifully on pastel mat board. Many other surfaces, but yes. So. Okay, Hazel, hello. Nice to see you here. What's going on? Okay. What is this? Okay. Okay, I'm looking at step ladders on Amazon as the new kitchen cupboards are so high. I'll only be able to reach the bottom shelf. So pastel mat or steps? Pastel mat. Obvious. Obvious. Okay, has anyone tried the new Derwent Chroma Flow? You know, Silke, I was this close. I'm thinking, what is this pencil? I was that close. The answer is no, but it's on my list. Okay. Deb says, Chrissy, I can say crate to my little dog, and she will come to like it as a heel command and lay down quietly. Yes, see, the crate is in the house, and I'm outside of the house. I'm way out, and I have a dog bed just outside my my studio where she can sit. I've got one in my studio as well, and normally she'll just lie down, and yeah, but very good that if you say crate. Mine, little Athena doesn't mind the crate for me. She's okay. In fact, when I first got her, she just walked straight in. I didn't even tell her anything. She just walked straight in. And when and particularly when she gets tired, she'll go in, like of a night that is, she'll just go in herself. I don't have to do anything. I don't know. At the moment, that's what she's doing. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen in the end. But that's what she's doing for me. Yeah. But isn't it good that your dog does that? Wow. Robin, hello. Nice to see you here. Morning, morning. But yes, we're going through a big training phase. She's going all right, considering she's 5 months now. Boy, does that go real quick. Yeah. And she gets naughty. But most of the time she's all right. Yeah. Jelena says, Chrissy, which paper are you using for your colour pencils? I'm using Stonehenge. Stonehenge, but not the sheets. I'm using the sheets. And you probably can't see, but there's, or maybe you can. There's the sheets where it's got decal edges. So yes, I'm using, and the coloured pencil just goes on beautifully. I'm not struggling at all at the moment. I mean, I don't know down the track. It might down the track, but at the moment, yeah, not struggling. Ali says, do you know the difference between Sennelier Artist Watercolour and the La Petite Aquarelle? Can't spell, that's all right. Such as the pigment content layering, got told they are good for botanicals. Well, I can tell you that Sennelier, I don't know La Petite Aquarelle. What is La Petite Aquarelle? Has anyone in the chat heard of that brand? I have not. And I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm not saying it correctly with an Australian accent. But the Sennelier, oh, you would just layer those, wouldn't you? Yeah. You would just layer those beautifully. I've just put another colour down before the black. I don't want the black to be, I want a bit of depth in the black. This is part of a strap. There's a strap from the eyepiece, so anyway. I am saying it correctly. Oh yes, for the French speaking people, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Janice. G'day Jelena, hello there. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. Yes. You'll have to oh well, I did speak to you a little bit of French before the stream, didn't I, Janice? Yeah. It's school French though, you know what I mean? It's just, did anyone do, actually speaking of school French, did anyone do school French, or do French at school, you know, as a subject? I did languages when I was we were doing languages. Oh, hang on, that sort of goes. languages, and I did French, German, and Indonesian. Don't know why Indonesian. I mean, they're one of our neighbours, but yeah, but and I don't even know why we did French and German, but anyway. Okay. Stonehenge. Okay, you should probably order some. Yes. Yes, see, yeah, definite. It's the, oh, okay, Paulo, it's the student grade. Oh, okay, it's the student grade watercolors from Sennelier. Thank you, Paulo. I haven't tried those, so for those who know about that, the difference, not sure. Interesting. Okay, there is always something new I need to try. It is awful, and when I like it, the full set syndrome kicks in. Same, and here's me, like, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Sometimes I tell you, you know, if you wanted to, you know, if, you know, of course, like if your budget, like I'm like that too, don't you worry. I always spend more money than I should. But if your budget doesn't allow you, getting a handful of really good quality art supplies is better than getting like one great big set of cheapy ones that, or not cheapy ones, but ones that aren't artist quality, where they don't have as much pigment in. So that's why I say it like that. But having said all of that, yeah, I'm one of those. I'm one of those people too that needs the whole set. Like, you got to get everything. And on top of that, I end up getting a couple of sets if I find it cheap enough for me. So for those who are so Paulo, for Ali, who asked the question, do you know the difference between the Sennelier watercolor and the La Petite Aquarelle counterpart, such as the pigment content layering? I got told they are good for botanicals. So, you know, if anyone has used those, you know, they'd be good to let us know. Chrissy, Helen says, my friend had a garage sale and I bought a wood burner to try and a couple of sets from Derwent Pencil. See? Bargain. I'm sure you got a bargain. And Marcy says, today my neighbours' children, age 5 and age 8, spent the afternoon with me, and it was just so wonderful watching them have a go with my art supplies. Happiest day I've had in a long time. Oh, that's so sweet. Isn't that good? Well, you see, funny you should say, because, you know, I've got a special set of, you know, art supplies for when my grandchildren come over to visit. So, but yes, it would be lovely to watch them using art supplies and all the things that they get so creative. They're so, kids don't have any inhibitions whatsoever, and they just, you know, they'll just colour whatever comes into their head, or they'll draw whatever comes to their head, and, you know, and it's nice. Yeah. Cherry, you did a little school French. Nice. Okay, same here. Deb says, must have all colours. Yes. Yeah, therapy with like-minded people only seems to make the syndromes work. Yes. Okay. Or better, yeah. Jelena says, I had to do extra English. The school wouldn't let me near other languages. It's bad enough for me to pronounce English. Serious. Okay. Would we enable each other constantly? Yes, I think. I guess this would work well, wouldn't it? Yep. and thereby lessen our own guilt. Yes, I like that as well. Okay, Cherry says, English was my favourite subject. Okay. Rob says, French is spoken everywhere in the world as they colonised everywhere. Yes, we took a French interpreter to Rwanda. Oh, is this in your army days? With us, and they were also tangled up in Vietnam. I wish I could speak French. Oh yes, this would be in your army days, Rob, wouldn't it? Yes, it would, I'm sure. Oh, and Annette says you took Russian in school. It hasn't exactly come in handy. Well, yeah. Ali says, Chrissy, speaking of languages, I speak English with Urdu, some Punjabi. Oh, did I say that correctly? And very little Spanish. I did learn Spanish in high school, but I hated conjugations, and no one spoke Spanish in my family. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, what I had wished I had done, though, is I wish I had continued with it. I wish I could have done that. That's what I wish. See, and you've got to have someone around you who speaks to you all the time. Otherwise, you lose your, you lose your language, or you'll lose the art of conversation. Some of the other, I speak another language as well. I speak Greek. My heritage is Greek. I was born and raised here in Australia, but my parents migrated in the 50s. Oh, there she goes again. Oh my God. So my parents migrated in the 50s. You know, my parents are now, in their 80s. So you can, and they came here when they were teenagers. Dad was about 16 and a half. Mum was about, about 19. So, they've lived their lives here. So, so I do speak Greek. So I suppose my tongue can go around some of, some words, okay, you were wearing hearing aids in both ears. Okay, all right, Jelena, I totally get that. Okay, Jelena says, I prefer maths and problem solving. I know, because you're an accountant. You got it all up there, haven't you? Okay, I guess that's why I have the job I'm currently in. Being partly deaf makes it difficult for me with languages. Okay. And I suppose that's it. You've got to sort of hear. But you sound all right to me when you spoke to me. Has anyone considered... Oh, okay, and Rob says yes. See, I know. We had trouble getting people to speak speak French, though. They were all so frightening, as speaking French labelled them as the tribe that was massacred. Very sad. Oh, yeah. And for people who don't know, Robin Bird here, or also known as Robin White, was correct me if I'm wrong, okay, Rob? She was a photographer for the Australian Defence. Okay, so you can imagine the kind of things that Rob was able to experience. So that's why Rob is saying, or Robin, sorry, I'll call her Rob for short, was saying that. So, oh yes. And thank you for your service as well, Robin. Deb says, has anyone considered putting their art supplies in their wills? That's a good idea. No. I always assume, what I assume will happen? So if I cark it, kick the bucket, whichever way you want to say it, right? I think my children will just take all the art supplies and put it on eBay and sell it. That's what I reckon they'll do. Unless they're smart enough to to have a look at the value. Yeah. Your accent is very good in French. Oh, thank you so much, Janice. That is a real compliment coming from you. Okay, I mean, speaking Greek is cool. Oh, okay, I didn't understand. Yeah, speaking Greek is cool. Oh, yeah, well, that's my heritage. You know, if buying if I keep buying, I need a will. My hubby might kill me. What, to sell all the art supplies? You know what I also thought about? If I was to insure the stuff that I have in here, ah boy, if there was a fire, that's one thing I haven't done. Insure my art supplies. Let me see. Okay, Sherry says, my husband is completely deaf in one ear and partial in another. Fully understand as he struggles. Okay. Okay, Chandri says, can you say something in Greek? Like, how are you doing? The weather is very nice. Γεια σας φίλοι. Γεια σας φίλοι. Ο καιρός είναι υπέροχα σήμερα. I just said, hello, hello dear friends. The weather is absolutely lovely today. Okay, Rob says, okay, I warned my partner not to give my art supplies to a school. My friend's father has a famous, my friend's father was a famous pastel artist and she was going to give them to a school. Thank you, Chrissy. No problem, Robin. G'day, Kathy. Hello there. How you going? Nice to see you here. You've been playing with Procreate. That is, okay. Procreate. Well, and guess what I've been playing with? I have been playing with Affinity Photo. That's what I have been playing with. For those who are on my Patreon channel, we've been doing some lessons, just simple ones, just step by step. But yes, if we're talking about and Procreate, and the reason why I don't have an iPad, and I know that Procreate is such a good app for designing. So yes. Yes, so but because I don't have an iPad, but Affinity Photo is something. Yeah. Jelena says, I've had okay. Rob said, I don't mind being called Rob. Okay. Family call me Rob, Robbie or Bob. Oh, okay, all right then. Cool. Ali says, Chrissy, the French language has unexpected results in singular or plural. I is O-L, but eyes are yeah. Is it le and les? Well, when you put the S, you pronounce the S. Is it? Yes. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. So many silent letters. Inflammable means both flammable and inflammable in French. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. Yeah, I mean, that's the same, that's the same with English too. We've got some silent letters, and so it's very hard. I think English is very hard. For those that English is not your first language, I think English is very hard because sometimes you'll spell it one way, but then you say it another way. well then you get all the different English speaking countries, and well then you've mixed up everyone, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go much further than the Australian way, the way we speak, you know, as opposed to you know, the English, like, you know, the US, the way they speak English, in Europe, the way that they speak English. In Europe, I think they either probably tend towards sound, I don't know, sometimes English speaking, it depends, like the way the English accent is. Well, of course, the Aussies understand the English, and the English understand the Aussies, and then you can talk about the Irish and the Scottish and the Welsh. Don't you know, all the different accents and stuff like that? Oh yes. Thank you, Chandri. Although my Greek is broken, because I tell you what, this is really interesting. If I was to go over to Greece and start speaking in Greek, they would go, "You're a foreigner." I'll tell you that now. Definite. Oh yeah, they go, "You're not from here." It'd be the way I would be speaking. Yeah. So that's how it is. Yes. Nanette says, Chrissy, a Greek family used to live across the street from me. She made the best baklava. Oh yeah, that's something that I was raised with as well. Yeah. And we have a lot of Nicks in our family, I can tell you that. I've got half a dozen Nicks. And a Nikki, all right? I just thought I'd mention that. But that's in my family, okay? So, okay, baklava is so good, says Janice, yes. Okay, baklava is a slice of heaven, sure is. Janice says, Chrissy, no, you don't pronounce the S in lay. Oh, okay. All right, well, there you go. Thank you. Lay. Oh, there's la and lay, isn't there? La maison. And lay is les there, lay. That's plural, isn't it? Yeah, I think. English, the English makes more sense. The spelling, yeah, okay. Jelena says, see what I mean? English is hard. There you go. It is hard. Yeah, well, you know, it is, you know. And Janice says, Chrissy, it's pronounced like milk in French, lait. Oh, as in lait, yeah. If you know how to pronounce that word, lait. Okay. Oh, maybe, hopefully. Cherry says, my son is dyslexic, can't spell English for anything. Should have been born Spanish as it's phonetic. Ah, yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? But I can read and write as well in Greek as well. Yes, I'm one of those people where the parents sent their children to Greek school, and I used to go to Greek school after my normal school. So there you go. Ah, yeah. I was one of those people. Yep. Okay, try learning Dutch, says Abigail. Well, so there you go. Try learning Dutch. I can write books about all the mistakes I've made and had everybody laughing. I can imagine. Okay, the US and Canada are very similar, but I can usually pick out a Canadian accent. You know what? I can pick out a Canadian accent now. Well, because I've got US friends and Canadian friends. And dare I say that word, about. sorry. I'm sorry. You can make fun of the way I speak as well. But that's the dead giveaway. As soon as I hear that word, that O-U-T, right, in any, whether it's about or that word about or out, the O-U, that O-U-T, it's that, I don't know how you do it, like you curl that word somehow, I don't know. But okay, yep, that person's Canadian, that person's, you know, I get quite proud of myself when I get it right. Les is plural, yes. Okay, Janice, thank you so much. J'ai, what is it? Mais j'ai, I think it's how, oh, okay. Okay. Paula says, in French, you only read till the last vowel. Oh, okay. Oh, but you know what? I love the sound. I could sit and listen to someone speaking in French and they could be swearing their heads off. They could be carrying on. They could be insulting me. But I just like the way it sounds. And another language that I like to listen to is the Spanish language and the Italian language. Those three. I love to listen. I could sit there and listen. I'm thinking, you could be swearing at me. You could be telling me off. I wouldn't know. But yes. Most definite. Now you can see this all grainy. I'm just going very lightly. I just want to mark out the areas that I need doing, and then I will go over it and burnish it with say something like this. This is the Sennelier. Say it. It's left my mind. Yeah. The blender, colorless blender. Oh my gosh, I've lost it. So for example, see, if I just do that, it's just that I don't want to burnish things just yet in case I need to yeah. Although this is okay. So bear in mind, I know that it's grainy, but by just doing something like this, I will fill in the yeah. A boot. There she goes. That's right. A boot. That's how they say it. Okay. Okay, Jelena says, I have my own kind of language. It's body, face, and lip reading. I'm very, very good at it. Janice is laughing at me, yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. We say that too. Eh? How is that, eh? Oh, yeah, how would we use it? We do use it. We do use a as well. Yeah. But with us, when we say a, we just extend the vowel. We just go a, like we go like that, like we just say it like that. That was good, eh? Eh? Hey. And the Kiwis use that word too all the time for our New Zealand friends. Yes. Sarah says, interesting convo. I have to jump off. Looking forward to seeing the progress of this piece. Thank you so much, Sarah. Yeah, well, we get together and we talk about everything. Okay, Jenna says, about is a dead giveaway. Yes, it is. And it's more prominent in certain areas of Canada. In Nova Scotia, it's almost like a boot. There I said it. A boot in some places. Oh, that's so funny. Um, Hazel says, we've just come back from Rhodes, off to Kos in September. I've been in Greece many times, would love to learn the language. Oh, that's all right. Next time you go to Greece, can you leave a bit of space so I can come with you? I can be your translator. I can even read the street signs. Can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm happy with all of that stuff. Sarah, hello. How you going? Nice to see you here. Yeah. Okay. Helen says, Chrissy, we always have fun. We always make fun of our nieces with making them say sheep in Dutch. Try and make an English person say shop. That is so funny. Is that how they say it? Shop, shop, shop. Oh, okay, yes. Oh, have you got relatives in New Zealand, Helen? Oh, yeah. Oh, they say six funny as well. They say six funny as well. Yeah. Or fish and chips. Yeah, they don't say chips. They go chips. Sorry. I love my Kiwi friends as well. I mean, you know, I'm not making fun of you. Well, I'm not making fun of you. We're having fun together. That's what. Okay. Cherry says, I'll admit, I can't always understand some American accents. Well, there you go. I suppose with some of the American accents, some of them, perhaps maybe the southern accent, like the real southern accent, the drawl, the southern drawl, I suppose that might be a little bit difficult to understand. We've got the same thing here as well. In mostly people that are who live in the outback will have this thick, broad Australian accent, to the point where even sometimes, like, I'll go, pardon, you know, it's hard to understand sometimes. So yeah. Ali says, Chrissy, fish and poison almost sound the same in French. Is that right? Except the writing. Imagine going to a restaurant and ordering fish. Even though they would know that you want fish. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they wouldn't make it easy for you, would they? Yeah. Yeah, I reckon they wouldn't make it easy for you. A real tourist faux pas. There you go. Janice says, Chrissy, the A is used in very specific places. When people are making fun of Canadians, they mostly use it in the wrong place. So I know they're not Canadian. Is that right? Okay. You know how much I would love to come and visit to all of these places. Oh my gosh. I would love it indeed. I would love it, love it, love it. Oh, you have no idea. I would love to visit all of these places. I would love to visit Europe. I would love to go to all the places in the UK, not so much the cities, but in the countrysides, like in Ireland, in the English countryside. I'd love to go to Scotland. I'd love to go to the Netherlands and see all of those beautiful tulips all in a row. You can imagine, in fields and fields. I would love all of that. Oh my gosh. I would love to go to Spain. Oh, where else would I'd love to go to the US and see and visit all my friends as well, and visit all of those places that we talk about. You know, all of those wonderful places I would love to visit. Where else would I like to go? Definitely France. Yes. Jelena says, my last trip to America, I wanted to buy a packet of chips. Oh, that would have been funny. He asked what flavour. I replied, they only come in one flavour. He gave me a packet of plain crisps. There you go. Yeah. I was gutted and my boyfriend laughed. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got, if we're talking about a packet of chips, now you are talking a packet of crisps, like chips, right? You know, we've got like salt and vinegar, we've got cheese, we've got all kinds of flavours, we've got the plain. But yes, I would imagine that would have been very funny. Michelle, hello, welcome. Okay, so what are chips if not potato chips? Yes, well, you know, there are differences. For example, I'll tell you what, in Australia, I don't know if they, and I know that they are in the UK. I don't know about Europe and the US. When I say fish and chips, okay, if I say fish and chips, the English will know what I'm talking about. Fish and chips are like fried potatoes, but not crisps, right? And of course, the fish can be either battered or fried, or maybe battered. And of course, these are all deep fried in oil, right? And what they used to do in the old days is they used to wrap fish and chips in newspaper. They would probably put a paper such as this, not glassine, but it would be like that, and they would put that down. You'd have a newspaper, then you would put something like a paper like this, and then you would put your potato chip, like your hot chips and fish in this, and then they would wrap it up like a parcel. So you've got this parcel, and then you tear the bit of paper off, and then you could either put salt and vinegar or tomato sauce in it. And that's how we used to eat fish and chips. Now, how I know fish and chips is that I was born in takeaway food shops where we would sell those. So that's how I know about that. Okay, Michelle says, are they like French fries? Yes. See, that's it. French fries, that's what the US call them, but, you know, the Poms and the Aussies call them fish and chips. Yeah, there you go. My hubby had fish and chips for tonight. There you go. Ange, hello, yummy fish and chips. And the Kiwis, they say chips, fish and chips. So every time, and it's so funny, we take the mickey out of the Kiwis when they come to Australia. I always ask them to say fish and chips. I'm sure that they make fun of us all the time, so yes. Okay, Chrissy, you need to start a bucket list. Oh, hang on a sec, let me go back, I missed something. Okay, was is it? Oh, there you go. Ali, you said something. Was is it? Just got it from Google. It means how are you? Yes, it is. Well, so I can read it, you see. I read Greek. Was is it? It's how you going. Yes. Very good. That was very nice. Nanette says, in the UK, chips are French fries. Are they? Oh, yeah, in the UK, in the UK it's chips and French fries. Well, you know what? If you're at McDonald's, if you go to McDonald's, they call it French fries. They do that here as well. But if you go to the old style takeaway food shops, that's what we had. Yeah. Yeah, fries. That's right, fries. Yeah. Okay. Chips in the UK are fat fried potatoes. There you go. Cherry says chips are and crisps are crisps. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, I want fish and chips now, says Nanette. Okay. Janice says, is tomato sauce ketchup? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tomato sauce, and we have barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. Okay. Deb says, we can order fish and chips and get fish and French fries. But if you order chips alone, you, okay. Oh, you'd get what you call crisps. Okay. Okay, French fries are skinny chips. Yes, they are. Oh, sorry, I have to go back. French fries. Gillian says, French fries are very thin with lots of salt. Chips are fat. Yes, it is. Oh, there you go. Kalinichta. Good night to you too, Hazel. Have to go. So Kalinichta is good night in Greek. Well, there you go. Oh my gosh, this is all good. Okay. Did you just swear? No, she did not swear. Okay. Oh, you didn't know that. Okay, so if I go there and I need to order French fries because I like them more than fat chips. Oh, okay. Oh, so you, yeah. Oh, so if you went to the US, sorry, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. There you go, see? And who says you don't learn anything here on this channel? Okay. Well, what I might do, yeah. And it's interesting because my children, although not all, well, I've got 4 children, so 2 of my older children can speak Greek. I wouldn't say well or fluently, but they do speak Greek. And my 2 younger ones, they understand it because they used to listen to my parents talk as well. And now, and I didn't speak to them as much, and now they're getting crook with me because they go, Mom, why didn't you teach us more? Why didn't you teach us, Greek, and make us? And I'm thinking to myself, you guys struggle to learn English, let alone me introducing you with another language to write down. Imagine, oh, it used to drive me nuts. Have you done your homework? Can you imagine? I'd be saying, now have you done your Greek homework? Oh, I'd be forever. So they're a bit upset now. I said, but you know what? I said, it's never too late. You can pick it up. Okay. Oh, that's right. Cherry says, yeah, biscuits are US cookies in the UK, apart from chocolate chip cookies, yeah, which are a type of a biscuit. And that's the same. We call them biscuits. Yeah. The English and the Aussies pretty much talk almost the same. Angela says you have 4? Yeah, 4. 2 big ones, 2 little ones. When I say 2 big ones, 2 little ones, I'll say mid to late 30s for the 2 big ones. And for the younger ones, in their early 20s. Let me just put it like that. With a few grandchildren in between. How about that? Okay, I have to go. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Michelle says, I hear English call cookies biscuits. Yes. The Aussies call it biscuits too, apart from chocolate chip cookies, which is, yeah, the type of biscuit like what Cherry mentioned. Yep. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. So what happens when you don't pay attention? It's stuck. Hang on. This is, oh goodness me. I just, so this is the Derwent Super Point, right, which is easy. You can take out the rotary blade. What happened was the pencil got stuck in between this. I was being a bit rough with my pencil, which is not very good for me to do that. So there's nothing here, so I better put that in. It may have come out. So what I do is I put it back in. For those who don't have a super point, that's what I'm doing. And look what it did to my pencil. So I'm going to have to... oh, hang on, let me go this way. Okay. I better pay attention to this. What's it doing? Oh, jeez. Really? This is for my pastel pencils, and this is probably not the right thing to do. The blade is dull. I was using this, sorry. Okay, look, and I've made an absolute mess. Yes. Okay. Ali says, oh, here we go. Είναι δύσκολα να μάθεις ελληνικά. Oh, wow, I like the way you speak Greek. Sorry for the random words. So is Greek a difficult language? Probably. Yeah, είναι δύσκολα να μάθεις ελληνικά. Sorry, there should have been a question mark at the end. In other words, yes. Is it difficult to speak Greek? Wow. Okay, Cherry says, I started Greek when it came, oh yeah, I started Greek, but then it came to plurals and I gave up trying. Okay, say this. What do you want me to say? Okay, Helen says, I do not talk about biscuits, I just eat them. Oh, look. I'm going to ruin it. I'm going to ruin it. I need to, yeah, no, I'm not going to use that now. Oh, wow. Okay, Chrissy, did you have a big fat Greek wedding with fat chips? I tell you what, you want to talk, if you want to talk about that, I have so many stories about that like you wouldn't believe. Michelle says, I wonder what they call biscuits in the UK. Biscuits. A box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer. Is that what you want me to say in Greek? No way. Good question. And some are hard biscuits in the US, yes. Yeah, we just say biscuits, that's right, Jelena. Okay, it's just to confuse you, so it worked. Choc chip biscuits just mean tiny bits of choc bits in the biscuit. Oh my gosh. I say yummy, slap jam on it, please. I heard English was the hardest language. I think so. I think English is a difficult language. Now, when in response to your question, Kathy, with my big fat Greek wedding, oh my gosh. For those who have not seen that movie, you know, that movie, there is a movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, some of those references, although it didn't apply to my parents, because when my parents came out when they were young, and so they assimilated very quickly because of the jobs or the work that they had. My mum, when she came out, she she did a bit of, she studied hairdressing before she came out. So then she came out and she did hairdressing. But my dad worked in fish and chips, takeaway food shops. So both of these shops, or this type of work, they were forced to speak English. So, you know, by the time I was born, you know, their English was pretty good, you know. And the fact that mum before she came out, she, you know, studied some English. Oh, and that's another funny story. She studied a bit of English, but then when she came out to Australia, she couldn't understand the Australians because she learnt English, not Australian English, you know. So that was the difference. Anyway, I digress. I go back to my big fat Greek wedding. My husband is Australian. Like his heritage. I don't know what his heritage is. He reckons that he goes back to maybe Scotland. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, to cut a long story short, my husband doesn't have the ethnic background that I have, let's just say. Anyway, so when we were having a big family do, I was a bit worried. I thought, geez, you know, they're going to make a lot of noise. They're going to make a lot of noise, and he's just going to go, what the heck is going on here? Right? He would be saying things like that. And in my big fat Greek wedding, there is a scene where that is the case. And of course, all my cousin Nicks came, including my brother. My brother is also called Nick, okay? And so it was like that. I remember my brother came, he arrived at it was at my parents' place. He arrived fashionably late. Well, my auntie, my father's sister, her greeting was, she just went, pa! She whacked him across the head and she goes, where have you been? You haven't been calling me. What's going on? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I wonder what my husband is thinking right now. And it was just, it was truly funny. But, you know, he gets it now. Do you know what I mean? Like, he gets it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Scone. Are we talking about a scone now? Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, a scone or a rock cake. Yes. A scone, yes, see the English know. We have, and see some people, I think in the US you call it scone. No, you don't call it scone. You call it scone. I know it's spelt O-N-E. I get it. But that's how we pronounce it, scone. A scone and a rock cake are two different things. Both delicious. And how many Dimitris do you have in the family? I don't have a Dimitri in the family, but I know other families that have Dimitris, or Dimitri, as you would say, or Jim. That's what Dimitri is, Jim in English. That's so funny. Okay, we use them for strawberry shortcake. Okay, you've done it now. I have emptied the fridge. Oh dear. Okay, it's very funny. Very, very funny. Yeah, so going back to that. Okay, rock cake sounds hard on the teeth. Yeah, rock cake is more of a sort of hard on the outside, soft on the inside, and it's sweet. Okay, it's sweet. Whereas the scone is more of a bread, but not like a bread. You know, where, and how you make the scones is that you rub in the butter, like you've got your flour, you rub in the butter, and you know, you put in milk and you roll it out into a dough, and you know, you get like a biscuit cutter, or what you would call a cookie cutter, and you would cut out the biscuits that way. Yeah, that's the scones. And you put jam and cream. Beautiful, really nice, warm, eaten warm. Oh my gosh, strawberry jam, oh my gosh, any kind of jam you like. Whereas rock cake is different. Okay, my mum used to make rock cakes, but they were more like a biscuit with dates in them. Yummy. Oh, lovely. Okay, Jenna says, I have to see the ingredients in the rock cake and compare that as a scone, yeah, to see if they're similar. Yeah, Ali says, Greek is okay in mathematics and science. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Exactly. Well, you know, well, the ancient Greeks were more academics, weren't they? You know, and we still talk about, dare I say, the medical terms, mathematical terms have got come from the Greek words. So it's so funny because that's what they say in my big fat Greek wedding. And my mum used to always say that, and she goes, now did you know that that word came from the Greek word? And I'm going, oh wow. Yeah, there you go. Helen says, Chrissy, you call it funny. I call it another day at the gym. Oh, okay. Cherry says rock cakes were the first thing they taught us to make. Yes, we did too. Scones and rock cakes. Isn't that funny? They did that to us too. Yes, that's where I learned. And Anzac biscuits. We made Anzac biscuits here as well. But yeah, definitely scones, definitely rock cakes. Yes, that's right, Chrissy. Difference between scone and rock cake. Hit the nail on the head. Poop. Oh, not poop, but I mean, you know what I mean. Yes. Yes, your tea biscuits are scones. Yes. Glad we worked all that out. Whatever happened to Latin? Not sure. I'm not sure. Yes. A cream tea always involves scones. There you go. See? I know. Yes. Oh, let me see. Yeah. And that's so funny. But I love scones. Always have. Yeah. Is Latin derived from the Italian language? Latin? I must admit I don't know much about the Latin, and I know that in schools back in the day they would teach Latin, and but they didn't teach that when I was at school, funnily enough. Yeah, they didn't teach that at school when we were, you know, in high school or in primary school. When you say primary school, I suppose, I don't know how you would call it. Primary school is when you're, you know, when you're like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then when you're turning 13 is like high school, secondary school. Yeah. We have scones, but they are different shape. Oh, okay. Jelena says, British saying a cup of tea and a slice of cake. There you go. Yes. Nanette says, okay. Did I miss things? Okay. Scones have to be eaten fresh out of the oven. Yes, they do. Ali says, I thought Latin was only written. Oh, okay. No one really spoke it. Yes. Latin is basically the Romance language as of day, such as French, Spanish, Catalan, Portuguese, Romanian, and Italian. Yeah. Abigail says, yeah, I love filled grape leaves. I have a grape tree in the garden, but I always buy the leaves. Do you mean the dolmades, the leaves where you stuff rice and meat? Is that what you mean? The vine leaves? Abigail? Yeah. Nanette says, yeah, we call them scones. Tea biscuits don't exist here. Okay. Yeah, Michelle says, Latin must have went the way of the Neanderthal. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, not much use for it, I suppose. Helen says, I think I'm off to bed. Okay, middle of the night here. Thanks for the food craving pep talk. I hope I can sleep without dreaming about cookies. There you go. Good night, Helen. Thank you for popping in to say hello. Appreciate it always. Sweet dreams. Yes, Nanette. Okay, absorbed into others. Okay, now that I think of it, I think my tea biscuits are shortcake. There you go. Helen made me laugh. Good night, sweet dreams. That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. 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 Isn't it funny how sometimes we say things, the way we say things. I mean, but even like within the different states here in Australia, for example, a swimming costume. I think I've opened up a can of worms when I say this one. What would you call a swimming costume? When someone says to you, oh, look, I'm going to get my cozies and I'm going to go put my cozies on because I'm going to go to the pool. Or get your cozies because we're going to go to the beach. Okay? Now, in different parts of the states here, some will call it bathers, some will call it swimming costume, some will call it cozies. Yeah, so do you see what I mean? And so then, I mean, that's just in Australia. So with other countries, what do you call a swimming costume? Swimsuit? I know some people, we don't, yeah. Yeah. Ali says, Chrissy, I like cupcakes more than scones. The whipped cream and jam goes everywhere when biting into a scone. I know, but it's so nice, isn't it? Swimsuits. Okay, swimsuit, says Nanette. Yes, this is what I mean. That sometimes, yeah. But we'll say, go get your cozies on. In the UK, saying swimming costume, there you go. We use all of those, says Cherry. Okay. Okay. Well, all of you that are enjoying summer, which I'm so jealous of, I hope you get your cozies on and you go for a swim. Bathing suits, says Michelle. Okay, Janice says, I call it a bathing suit. Yeah. I mean, like in Western Australia, they'll call it bathers. See, that's cutting that in half. Bathing suit, bathers. They call it bathers. See, this is what I mean. So isn't it funny? See, so then that's why the English language is difficult. Do you see what I mean? That's why it's difficult. Kathy says, yeah, we used to say swimmers, yeah, cozies or bathers, there you go. Nanette says, well, y'all come on down here for some shortcake. Oh, there you go. Oh, did I say that all right? Ali says, Chrissy, do you like apple pie and apple strudel? I love it. I love apple pie. I've made apple pie. I used to make it a lot. My father now makes apple pie. Core, apple pie and custard, there you go. Did I say that right? And that's in your accent, isn't it, Jelena? Core. Ah, dear. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know. Here we go. Wow, this one is similar to this one. Mars Black is the luminance equivalent is the Castle Earth 046. Wow. Well, that's good. I can go back to using this colour. Very similar. Not as soft as the Luminance is not as soft as the Derwent on this surface. Interesting. Angelina says, yes, you said it right. There you go. Has anyone ever had butterscotch pie? Oh my gosh. Is that like, well, butterscotch, but like caramel? Would you put pecans in that, Janice? We Aussies are a lazy bunch. We love to shorten everything, and that makes up our slang, yes. Quaw, butterscotch, lovely. I said it again, lovely. Sorry, but what is quaw? Okay, what it is, it's saying, oh, like that. It's more of an expression. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jelena and Cherry, who are in the chat, but for all of our British friends, it's like saying quaw, like saying oh, like this. It's like saying oh, like you're in awe of it. That's the sound. Chrissy, what about panna cotta? I thought it was similar to meringue. Panna cotta, yeah, I like panna cotta. I like all of those foods. They're very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. And cheesecake. Oh my gosh, my mum used to make cheesecake as well. I haven't made cheesecake. I don't think I may have made it when I was younger, but I don't make it anymore. My mum used to make it a lot. Yeah. Okay, how to describe core? Wow, maybe. See, there you go. Oh, okay. A new word for me, core. Yeah. Core. Okay. I'm going to bed now, 12:30 midnight. Night. Sweet dreams for me. Chrissy, you are correct about core. There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for keeping me company, and thank you for joining in the chat and joining in. And we'll see you sometime again for sure next time. All right. So, gosh, haven't done much here, but anyway, next week I might do another project. I'm gonna this is gonna pop up every now and again, so I'll have to do a fun painting project perhaps. But yes, anyway, here we are. Okay. What, you thought it was a typo, Nanette? No, that's the way that they say it. Okay, we are food enabling now. Yes, we are, because I'm hungry. Okay. Yeah, it's the Cockney accent, that's right. I think it's a London expression, Cockney speech, yes. Of course, there are different parts, isn't there, in the UK where people speak different, their accents are different. Okay, he's going to bake now, that's right. We'll do no art shopping, only for chips, biscuits, scones and rock cakes and shopping instead. Okay. Well, look, all thank you so much for joining in. We had a fun time today just hanging out. And for all of those discovering, me here and us here, it is a time when we get together for like-minded people and when we talk about all things art and everything else. So I hope you all have a really nice weekend and a wonderful rest of the week. So thank you all so much for joining. My love to you all. Okay. Bye for now, everyone.